It's Week 13 of the NFL. And we've got the athletic rookie, Desmond Ridder. After his...
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Vikings. Coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The numbers a week ago for Cook. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Cousins. Steps away to in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the rookie 3rd-rounder who's from Louisville and then played his college ball up the road on I-71 at Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get 8. .37.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete. It was Andrew Booth coming in to knock that one away. Now you get a look at their key inactives for this week's game, and Charles, clearly you don't want to have any of these guys guys unavailable, especially when you're where they're at fighting for a playoff spot.
I agree, because the postseason is on the line. So you've got to overcome the injuries and find a way to win. And the only way to do that, the guys available have to step up. What's that mantra in the NFL? Next man up. This is their opportunity.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They're going to try and throw. This is Chase Claypool. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. They start the drive with Cook. Takes it to about the 37. This defense for the Jets, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Cook following the penalty. Oh, he's got some breathing. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Down. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs. But sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that would be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Cousins to throw it. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins now. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. Jets will take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Jets at 6-5 now on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he hadn't made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarter.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. Incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Week 13 here in the NFL. First weekend of December. Playoff races definitely coming into focus now. And we got a couple of good ones in prime time. Tonight, national audience gets a look at the Colts for a second straight weekend. This time they're at Dallas, 7:20 Central Time for that kick. And then Monday night, Saints and Bucks from Tampa. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into that.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. For the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Cousins on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together.
Touchdown! K.J. Osborne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up a throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Hall has it knocked loose. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, 1 by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to them.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll look to throw again. And he bats it away. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. On the move to his... That is caught by Williams for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's Madison running on first down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They run again on first down. Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you know... still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Following the interception, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 14-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. On the Jets sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Jefferson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They're going to look to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. It's now to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Jets take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 47 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Under pressure, they got him again. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jets.
Jamison Williams.
69 yards.
And the Jets get a bit closer.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, it's Cook again.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. They're going to run the jet sweep on third down. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Second and 2.
They'll look to throw.
He finds Wilson.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard
line. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation. Right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.